Live Radio, where independent artists from around the world get a chance to shine. Let's get it.
Hey, this is Bay Bright, the bad boy indie soul, Bright Vision Entertainment CEO, and you're chilling, listening to iLive Radio. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. Keep it.
Hi, this is Shondella, and right now you're listening to some of the best independent soul music from around the world. Around the world.
What's up, everybody? This is Minnie Manchester, and you're listening to iLive Radio. Changing the way you listen to radio.
Hello, I am Erica, and you're listening to iLive Radio with some of the best independent artists from around the world.
What up, it's your girl Shanaz, and you're listening to some of the best independent soul music from around the world with iLive Radio.
iLive UK and Independent Hype, in conjunction with Groundbreaking, presents Soulfest Lounge UK on Thursday, the 26th of September 2019. This will be one night where you get given the soul, the whole soul, and nothing but the soul. The Hideaway opens its doors to UK's independent recording artist Shayla Prosper, and from Toronto, Canada, Ray Robinson. This night will be hosted by Shaq D from My Soul. Your music entertainment will be selected by DJs from Solar Radio, Raw Soul Radio Live. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime 8 p.m. Tickets available from allthew.hideawaylive.co.uk. Soulfest Lounge UK at The Hideaway. 2 Empire Muse, London, SW16 2BF. See you there.
Hey. Hello and welcome. It's your girl Claude, aka Miss Ouch, right here on iLive UK. Be sure to tune into my shows each and every Saturday between the hours of 6 and 8 p.m. My shows are called The Independent Injection because you can expect to hear deep and meaningful, fresh neo and bassline soul, slow jams and gospel mixed with a little bit of nostalgia. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.
Join the Music Collective family every Sunday for the Sunday Vibe from 12 till 4 on iLive Radio. For the best in quality music, special theme shows quarterly, and the infamous End of the Month show, when the Music Collective family get together for fun and frolics. So don't miss out on your Sunday Vibe on iLive Radio via the TuneIn app or the iLive mobile app. See you Sunday. Music Collective Sunday Vibe on iLive Radio.
This is the A1 show on iLive UK with DJ A1.
Trust me, everybody has a hard road.
I'm speaking with local creators about the lives they lead and the struggles they face daily.
There are winners, there are losers, and there are people who have not discovered how to win.
Catch some soulful vibes, learn and get motivated every Tuesday from 7 to 9.
Hey, this is DJ Jarzino. Come and join me each and every Thursday on the Love Freeness Radio Show between 4 and 6 p.m. EST, 9 and 11 GMT. Be sure to tune in, spread the word and share the link right here each and every Thursday on iLive Radio.
Taxman here. I invite you to join me each and every Thursday between the hours of 5 and 7 p.m. right here on iLive Radio, where we give you the very best in independent and neo soul flavors. We also feature the UK Top 20 Independent Soul Chart, counting you down from number 20 all the way down to number 1. Why not check us out every Thursday between the hours of 5 to 7 right here on iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to music.
You're listening to iLive Radio, www.iliveradio.com. Oh babe, I know you still love me. Oh babe, I know you still love me.
Yes.
Oh babe.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Talk-the-Ting.
Oh babe.
Hope you're all well, having a good evening so far. Hope you've had a blessed day. The weather in the UK, not so great. But hey, there you go. Carnival is over. We now have to prepare for the winter. You know how that goes, innit? It's UK, innit?
I know.
Sure. So if you're logged in the right way this evening, all the w's.iliveradio.com/ilive-UK. Do me a favor, spread the word and share the link, okay? It's your host, DJ Jarzino, right here alongside DJ Sessions.
I know you still love me.
And also Sims Mode. We are expecting a few guests to be talking the ting with us tonight, so do the right thing. Spread that word, share the link. Hashtag TALK-DI-TING. It's the most talked about talk show that you know. You gotta have your say, okay? We are going to be opening the telephone lines a little bit later on for you, for those who want to have their say. And also you can go onto the website. There's a chat room, bottom left hand corner. Click on that. Simply come inside, say hey, hello, how you doing? Let's talk the ting tonight.
I know you still love me.
So we're doing it all about, you know, the 90s. Untold stories from the 90s that hasn't been documented, hasn't been heard. We invite you, the public, and also guests to come in each and every week to give us their opinions, their views on how the 90s was for them. Like, could be fashion, it could be hip-hop, R&B, the culture itself, hairstyles even, and some controversies thrown in there for good measure. Okay, so if you remember back to the 90s, you know, if you're young and you heard your parents talk about it, if you're a little bit older and you remember it, or if you're much older and you had children that was grown and raised in the 90s, and, you know, come online, it's for everybody, okay? We're going to play some music in the meantime, between time, give you some memories. You remember this one? Sinclair, I Want You Back. I Live UK.
And all I wanna say is, I want you back.
The great sounds of back in the day. Sinclair, UK Pressure. I want you back. Where was you when this tune came out? What was you doing? Who was you doing it with? There we go. There we go. The lovely sounds of Jill Francis, Make Love to Me. I remember when that tune, I first heard that in a place called Roseberries. Or was it Pier 1? Or maybe it was Maxime's. Somewhere around East London I heard that.
Is that where you first heard it?
Yeah, one of those places I heard it. It went in a rave.
First of all, you need to adjust your camera because no one can see you, innit?
Oh, well, that's just one of those things, isn't it?
No, see, this all this
if I sit back,
clandestine business. You know what I mean? Like, don't work for anybody.
Good evening, Facebook Live family.
You know, we should put the other web camera up so you can see your lovely face, my friend.
Yes.
Look, you can see the back of my shiny
Your
head.
shiny head.
That's enough.
Your shiny head.
There you go.
Buff it, bruv.
Buff it.
You know what I mean?
I did this morning, man.
I got some talcum powder.
No.
You know what I mean?
I got some translucent.
We don't need those kind of things around here.
I tell you what, though.
Dab there.
I tell you what, though. I need some concealer on my underneath my eyes right now. What's going on, Jazino?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm blessed, bro.
Good. Carnival. How was it for you?
What? Oh, you talk about the fact that we observed Carnival from a distance.
We observed it from a distance.
That's
Last
right.
week we were down there. Didn't get up in it.
Yep.
But we was down there, and for me, you know, it's kind of lost this whole thing. This is the whole reason why I don't do Carnival.
Talk the thing.
Because I was back there in the 80s and 90s when it was the real Carnival.
What? Are you talking real Carnival Westwood under the flyover?
All, yes, but the arches.
Only for stabbing and
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking the thing about that. I'm talking the thing. How it was nice. It went on until 11, 12, all kind of hours.
It hadn't gone past 7 o'clock at night after 1987.
What?
That's a fact. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Wait. They locked it off. They locked it off. But some of the sound system still continued.
No. Listen to me.
All right, go on.
87. And you know how I know it's 87?
Go on.
Because that year we was playing at Carnival for the first time, right? And that was the year where the police, they used to bring the police from the outside into Carnival.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They just come here just to kick ass and take names, right? And 87 is the year Public Enemy came out, Rebel Without a Pause.
Yeah.
Right? And that was a year where the London Metropolitan Police Force were doing it, and they said, you know, police are too heavy-handed and blah, 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 blah. So they said, you know, we have to do that hands-off policing. All right?
Okay.
So, but essentially where we were, up by Westbourne Park Station, we had a group of policemen right there. And I don't know what's wrong with people, you know. I don't know what's wrong with these young people at the time. But they took it as police can't do nothing when they do something.
Okay.
Right? So what they did was they were robbing people in front of the police. They're taking the proceeds and dangling it in front of police officers, right? So dangling like this. And the police officers are like, let's go. And they couldn't do anything because under this mandate, right?
Right.
So all day where we were coming up, we were the main route out of Carnival, Westbourne Park Station.
Yeah.
Ambulances all day.
What?
Walking wounded all day.
What am I hearing?
All day.
Where was I when that was going on?
I have no idea where you was, my friend. I have no idea. But it was walking wounded all day.
I was in a nice part.
And then when the night came, when all the troublemakers came from down in Carnival, down Portobello Road, them places, and came up towards Westbourne Park, they were all outside our sound.
Yo!
And whole heap of things started going on. So we locked it off. We locked off the sound.
Okay.
Right?
Sensible.
Locked it off, packed up, and that's when the last major riot happened.
Oh, wow.
Right? So a year after that, they said that after sunset, it closes. So I think about 8 o'clock, it was a close down time.
Yep.
Right? Then people had to clear out of Carnival.
Right.
Right? So there weren't no 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night business. That was the 70s, mate.
I'm not that old.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Listen. All right. So let's say it locked off at the time that you said.
It did.
But I know I made sure I found my spot wherever that.
Listen. Don't say that people weren't having parties in houses and put sound system outside.
What is what I'm saying?
Carnival stopped at 8 o'clock.
All right, I agree with you there. Carnival stopped at 8 o'clock.
The parties didn't stop. The rioting didn't stop.
No.
But the carnival stopped.
Okay.
Let's get it clear. But back to the 90s and the Westwood era under the flyover.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
that was the pinnacle, man, of if you was there, you know what we're talking about, man. That was
all right, so
epic time.
But was it really the pinnacle, or was it really the high, or was it really the low?
For us, it was, of a certain age group. If you're like in your late 30s up to 50s maybe, it was a pinnacle, because that was like that decade there alone. I'm not talking about our parents who came here and observed it in the late 60s, 70s.
You're talking about the 70s with Dread, brethren.
Brother, I'm not that old. I'm just telling you.
The first riot was what, 77?
I weren't there.
Yeah.
I was at home.
I was actually there.
Was you there?
I was 7 years old.
What the
My
hell?
uncle, who I'm staying with right now, actually had to fight his way out of the crowd at Mangrove, punching people down.
Jesus. TALK-DI-TING.
Punching people down.
Was you there? Listen, people, if you're online right now, and
you were there in 77,
if you was there in 77, let us know. I want you to come online with us and talk with us, or even call in. I'm not opening up the studio lines just yet. If you know the number, then call in, you'll get through. But if you're in the chat room, then come in the chat room and talk to us. Talk the ting tonight.
Oh my God, I see a ghost. This guy. I have no idea.
So if you're on Facebook now, you can see an elusive guy just walked into the studio, iLive UK Studios.
Okay, yes. Sit down. Wow. Yeah, he's good.
Let's say a warm good evening to Jamal. Let him get settled in. Let me just turn the camera on you a little bit so the Facebook crew can see ya. Let's turn this over here.
All right, that's better. See, now that's better. Now everyone can see everybody now. Yeah, they can see you.
It's going to be.
And you would have think it's work. It's live. It's live, man. You think that Jamal comes from like East London, isn't it? Like Bo, the way he talks.
South London all day, bro.
That's not no South West London talk, brethren.
Every track claims, but South London, you don't know. Come on, put some bears bar. What?
Let's start this crap. Anyway, back to the carnival. Back to the carnival thing.
Listen,
right?
hold on. Let me just get one thing cleared. You can't come in there with them kind of talk, about South London runting, yeah.
And you're in
don't
Tottenham.
even, and you're in Tottenham. Don't do that. Don't let me call out the goons tonight for you. You won't make it back on along that Victoria line, brother.
Listen, we got this aura around us, bro.
Jamal,
we don't know about Superman, but we don't know about Icon. Yeah? That's who I am. Icon or Blue Marvel.
It's going to be one of those nights.
Yeah, he's one of them. Like Jamal's the original international man. You know what I mean? You see him here, you see him there, like the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Except I ain't no pimp. Let's get that twisted.
I said Pimpernel. I didn't say he was a pimp.
I'm saying ain't no pimp.
You know what I mean?
Pimpernel pimp is a bit too.
Yeah, well, it was a bit too close for you.
So before you come and interrupt us because you're late,
bruh,
we was talking about. Did you bring any goodies?
No, let's get it right. Let's get it right.
How can a man be late?
Listen,
on time.
there you go. When you arrive, you're on time.
You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
That's how them DJs used to be in Silk City.
Hear them kind of
yeah,
bro.
No, there's only one set of DJs that did that was 90%. Stop it.
90% shout out to you lads. Love, peace and air grease and all that good stuff. Happy Randy if you're listening. Salute to you all day, bro. Hope you're getting better.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's sick.
Well, he was unwell for a hot minute, but he's getting better now.
All right. So yeah, you know what? Take this off the stand so you can hold it. It's easier.
No. Let me just.
You can't put it down.
Take it off.
No. Can I keep it like that?
Yeah. Just talk into it though.
Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, thank you. Man, come and disrupt the thing, I love it.
Yeah, man.
Right, so we was before you come, we were just talking about the 90s and how the carnival was. We just had the carnival, just gone, and it's nothing like how it was back in the day.
Nah.
So DJ Chester and Jason was telling us how it used to be before I came around in like the 70s, late 70s, 80s sort of thing.
Well, you was old enough to go. Your mom didn't take it because she was probably too scared to go down there at the time.
And that's too right.
What, back then?
Yeah,
70s.
according to what you're telling me, what went down with the riots in
77 was right, yeah, man.
So when did you go carnivals? Like first time?
The first time I went carnival must have been in the 80s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't go till late.
Huh? Your mum let you out? Or you're 40?
No, I went. No, listen, talk the thing. I went with my mother and my father and my sisters.
Yeah,
that was it.
Yeah.
It was a family.
Happy families.
We sat down at the front of the parade and we watched all the lovely costumes going by, floats going by.
Oh, you wasn't down in the sound system business?
No, that is when I got to a certain age, then I started going. So we're talking about just pre-Westwood time, I started going
Westwood,
on my own.
bun him.
Yeah.
No, listen, first of all, don't bun Westwood.
Bun Westwood.
No, listen.
Bun, I say it live on iLive, bun Westwood. I don't care what you got.
We have liability insurance. It's fine.
Liability insurance. Bun Westwood. Westwood in the schoolish then. Come on, man.
Listen,
man, just talk the thing.
Listen.
Man's out there dissing. He was out there dissing UK rappers the other day.
Listen, we're talking 90s. We're talking 90s.
Can I swear?
We're talking 90s though.
Even decrepit decrepit. Then he's
Yeah,
decrepit
we
now.
know
Ban
this,
him.
man. We know
Ban him.
he's a head, innit? He's a head. We know this already, right? But Westwood under the flyover was everyone used to go Westwood under the flyover.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Oh, yeah.
See, so you was there. Bun him, but he was there.
No, that's before I knew better.
Right. Oh,
That's
wow.
before I knew
Okay,
better.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, before I knew better, that was the place to go.
So where and the thing is, I'm grown enough to say, I used to go Westwood back in the days.
Yeah.
Right, where when I was younger still.
Yeah.
But now I know better, and I see how he's handling UK talent. Don't get this twisted, bruv. Like he might be back in the days you could say he was big in the game, right?
Yeah.
But when he wants to turn around and start dissing the UK rappers and blah blah from back in the days that he built his career on, let's not get this twisted. Because them people out there on road was out there flying, promoting him, bringing people over for onto his show.
Right.
I mean, bodyguarding him to go into his own blasted events and so on and so on. And now he wants to turn around and
Talk the ting.
yeah, and now he wants to turn around and try and hail out people like that. Nah, man, come on. What? Because there's a new wave of the new grime and all that kind of stuff. Salute to all the grime artists and all the up and coming youths doing their thing.
Yeah.
All right, but let's not get this twisted, bro. Before them, there was the UK rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Say the Rod Dippies, the Ties, the Black Twang, all
Silent
them. Come on,
Eclipse.
man. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know,
Huckleberry
Huckleberry Finn.
Huckleberry Finn.
Shaka Shazam.
Shaka
Like,
Shazam.
you know what I mean?
Hey.
Ice Pick.
Listen.
Oh my
Zombie
gosh,
Headhunters.
Ice Pick. Wow.
Yeah, man. Ice Pick and the Zombie Headhunters, bro.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Listen, but and see, we're on the West.
But Westwood back in the days, his event was a bit.
Yeah.
It was alright, but
Well-
he used to get grimy.
Well, it used to. Well, you know, if you went down to a Westwood event, it was like
Grimy.
It was like, you know, someone's gonna get stabbed somewhere around you. This is gonna happen, right?
No, that's true.
Because it's like
You survived. You survived it as well.
It was survival tactics
Yeah.
down there. I remember when I was down there and we saw Wu-Tang, right? And we was down there. It was me, Aston Villain, Julian, Reggie. Right, Reggie, I forget the other one's name, Kwame, and all of us. We were all down there. Wu-Tang was here, right?
Yeah.
And all I remember is Richard Blackwell's with us.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And I don't think Richard's ever been in a
Hold on,
situation
Richard Blackwell, the actor comedian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Richard's with us.
Richard, South London,
South
bro.
London, bro.
South London.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
represent.
Before Richard
Yeah.
Blackwell.
Yeah.
Before
Well,
EastEnders.
before EastEnders, but when he was a comedian.
But when he
right?
was doing Real McCoy and all that.
No, before that.
Oh, before that.
Before
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
before that.
Okay.
He
Before
was
that.
still doing his thing, but he was yeah, man, he
He was
represent. He was out there with us.
he was out there with us, right?
Okay.
And I remember when it popped off right in front. Some guy got shook up, right? And I don't think Richard's ever seen it before. Because Richard panicked, bro.
Yeah. Like, but on real, like any man would. You know what I mean? Like any man for any given age. You know what I mean? So like if you seen a man getting bored up in front of you, there ain't no like, oh, I went to talk to one girl. That's some different level flex.
Yeah.
That's some psychological flex. That's like
True. You forget I come from East London, bro. So,
Wow.
you know,
Okay.
their team is regular, right? There's a regular thing. Yeah. Spilling claret was a regular thing out in Essex, my friend. But Westwood was the place to go, right?
Yeah.
If it wasn't Westwood, it was Rap Attack.
Rap Attack, yes.
Right.
And Boogie
So-
Bunch, don't forget when them in the day.
When Bunch came up, Bunch came out a little bit later.
Okay.
But and there was this sound system called CMC Music. They used to be right next to Rap Attack on what's that road where the mangrove was on? The main road where Rap Attack was.
Why do I know that?
Right? There's a sound called CMC.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
1990. This is right on the edge of what we're talking about, right? That was a year that Inner City Big Fun came out, and they were playing it as acetate. Like we used to bop from Rap Attack over to CMC because he used to play house music. It was just wicked, man.
Okay.
Wicked beat club, like the really early breakbeat stuff. Like they
Yeah.
were insane with it. CMC Music, they were insane, man.
We are talking the ting right here. It's 8:29, half past the hours of 8 right here in the UK. And whatever time it is for you in your time zone, listen, spread the word, share the link. We're talking the ting. We're taking it back to the 90s. Untold stories that you have never heard. We're bringing in guests. And we'd like you to join in as well if you possibly can. We're still waiting for a couple of other guests, but, don't watch that.
Hey, where's Croc? How Croc leave before you leave
DJ
after?
Croc, our very
he was
own
here.
DJ Croc, should be here with us. Watch out for him. He should be stepping in a little bit later on. Tell you what, let's just play a tune and we're going to come back and talk some more about Talk the Ting. Give you guys out there a chance to step in and step up, okay? Going to open up the telephone lines. It's 0208 638 8503. Again, it's a telephone number for you to be calling, 0208 638 8503. All the w's.iliveradio.com/iLiveUK. This is Shayla Prosper taking you back to the 90s. Welcome back inside iLive UK, talking the ting this evening. Myself, DJ Jarzino, hosting this alongside DJ Sessions, Sims Mode, and our guest inside, Jamal.
He's finally here.
AKA Baggy Pants, AKA Master Taylor.
There you go.
Definitely.
So we're talking the ting, talking about the 90s. How was it for you? All the things that used to go on back then, documenting it for a legacy of years to come. The track that you just heard, I know Jason might turn around and say something, but hold on. The track you just heard, Shayla Prosper. She is going to be at the Hideaway for the Soulfest Lounge UK, our very first one, September the 26th. Now, Shayla Prosper has been around for a long time. I'm not saying how old she is, but she's been around for a good minute. And, you know, this is the UK talents that has been recognized by us, but not on the scope that they should have. So it's her first time at the Hideaway. If you haven't got your tickets, go online right now, open up another tab, hideaway.co.uk. Okay, all the www.hideaway.co.uk. Over there in Streatham,
South London.
You had to get it in, innit? Over there in South London, Shayla Prosper is doing her first show down there, Soulfest Lounge UK. Okay,
South London.
got to big up some of the sponsors of it. Independent Hype doing it in conjunction with us. Big up Groundbreaking, Old Tight Raw Soul Radio Live. I want to say a big shout out goes out to some of the DJs that's going to be down there with us. Peter Smedley, James Kismatit Leng, and the whole entire network and crew that's involved with this. You know who you are. Okay?
Yeah.
So Shayla Prosper, and we are bringing over the illustrious Ray Robinson all the way from Toronto, Canada. So there you go again. All the w's.hideaway.co.uk. Okay. Quick message goes out to our Facebook crew that's locked in right now. We've been having a few troubles with our streaming, but we are back on streaming nice and live now. Okay. So we're talking the ting. 90s. Let's bring back some memories.
No more talk of Westwood though, because
no more talk of Westwood. Leave West.
Fine. You want to talk about Westwood?
No, I'm saying why won't you listen?
It was a joke. Who's going to talk about Westwood? Of course we are.
Yeah, because I'm about to say too much.
Yeah, you see, your microphone's all the way over here, right, guys.
Too much people want to sidestep proper issues that's out there in the world, and that's how certain people get away with too much foolishness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to talk the talk. But if we're going to talk about the 90s, I got to say the 90s. That what was jiggy for me was what was God sent for me was
right.
December 20th, 1991, 201291. Right, that's the day my daughter was born. You know what I mean?
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, my first.
Nice.
She was the prototype, the original. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Original, mate.
I'm almost scared, bro. I'm almost scared to.
Yeah, that's my baby girl, man. Like, well, she's a big woman now. God bless her.
Yeah,
doing well for herself.
That's
got her
it.
own cake business up and running. I'll shout that out again later on. But on the real, that's for me. In the 90s, that's the best thing that happened for me so far in the 90s.
Right.
All right. So we're just trying to sort out this streaming thing. Hold on. Did you just close it? I got it, man. Don't worry. Do your thing.
Now I got clients calling me.
Continue.
Oh, no, not well. What? Talking to my client or to talk about the 90s? Customers calling me up like, "Where's my clothes?
Talk the ting.
Where's my ting? Where's my clothes? Where's my clothes?
But yeah, no. So for me, that's the 90s, as well as let me say later on those years. That's when I came out and started doing my doing the events.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no! Let's not forget the even before the events. Let's not forget the fridge and all them days.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Say when the man they rampage. Oh come on! When the man they rampage and the rest of the man that was out there doing their thing, and we was there as the young youths, the youngins back then. You know what I mean?
Well, first of all,
the dancers.
Let's get it right. Before Rampage, there was Soul to Soul at the fridge.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That's when the dancers really started coming out. The international dancers, non-stop action. Yeah. You may have been a bit young for that, Jamal.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
that's why
Oh, really? Okay.
You might be a bit young for that, but non-stop action, international dancers, RPM, FDM, and at the time, that's when Dance Wicked started going. All right. So with Trevor Nelson and our good friend in the front, Westwood. He could kiss your teeth, Dance Wicked was wicked.
What?
Right?
Westwood was dancing?
No, he was DJing. Bro.
I know he was.
Yeah. Well, if you called it DJing. Anyway, so then when Rampage came, and that was off the back of the house parties, right? Remember the very first Rampage party they did in South London was Chocolate Factory.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was bonkers.
I mean, Rampage They birthed a lot of things, including like I say including Silk City as such, in the sense of like because of what they were doing, like my business partners at the time, Damien Silk and Mr. Collins, came up with the concept of let's do our thing. You know what I mean? Because then, man, they were the big man for us still.
Yeah.
And we was the youngest, but they recognised the gap. We was the youngest of the generation that was going and was bigging up and promoting their raves all the time. And it was like, well, bruv, you got a following, and you've got a following, and you've got a following. So why don't we just try something? Yeah.
Okay.
We get that to
They say they can't hear anything, mate.
I do apologise again for those people that's on Facebook. 1 or 2 gremlins around here, but we'll sort it. It's still early.
I'll do the technicals while you're doing the
still
talk.
early.
I can still talk then. I can multitask.
You can multitask.
Yeah.
You're raised
I've got
that way.
tampon in. I can multitask.
Jeez, he went there. He went there.
See, he's not from South.
He's talking.
Absolutely, I'm from East.
He's talking the thing.
He's not from South. Bro.
Okay, so hold tight. Those on Facebook, we're dealing with you. But if you're on all the w's.iliveradio.com, you're on TuneIn, you're on Alexa, say Alexa, iLive Radio, then you can hear us nice and clear. Studio number 0208 638 8503 if you want to come live and talk to Jamal and ask him a few questions why he doesn't like Tim Westwood and people like this. Okay?
I don't like him. I said he's got to learn to represent and remember where he come from.
Indeed. Okay,
Yes.
all right. So, I want to pose a question to Simone, who's sitting there very quietly at the back. When did you first start going to, carnival yourself?
More or less the same like yourself. It was
In the
like,
90s?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What, 2000s?
No. In the 80s.
I'm trying to help you out here, eh?
I know you was, but sure. It was in the 80s with like my mum. So my mum and her friends and her friends' children, we all used to go together.
Okay.
Have our fried dumpling and saltfish and everything and carry down there.
Right.
And I think it was more or less later on in the 90s now. That's when I
that's when you
went with my friend.
Okay.
Went with like a group of people, and we went to Rap Attack.
So you say that you said you had your rice and peas and dumplings. Them days you used to carry packed lunch.
Yeah, packed lunch. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, even though they had food selling down there, the only thing we probably would have got is like the drinks.
Okay.
But food wise, my mum used to make food, and we'll just go down there. And then, actually, when we finished from carnival, we used to go get fish and chips on the way home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good time.
I think the sound's fixed now.
Okay, so if
good.
you're on Facebook right now, just give us a quick signal. Let us know if you can hear us. We're trying to stream on all different platforms, so Facebook can hear us. Definitely, we know all those that's tuned into iLive Radio, iLive UK. They can definitely hear us. So give us a quick hi there, Carol. How you doing? Hope so you're good this evening. That's my sis. All good? Let me know if you can hear us. So we've got Jamal. Jamal just quickly stepped out because he's a very, very, very busy businessman. He's had to take a very important call. DJ Croc is with us. I believe he's in the building. And, of course, your host, myself, DJ Jazzy, DJ Sessions and Sims Mode, talking about 90s untold stories. So if you've got any stories out there, please do come inside our chat room, although that's on iLive Radio UK. There's a chat room in the bottom left-hand corner. I can see a couple of you signed in there. Guess Ashton, Augustine, Carla, Mitty, Shauna. I know those are your kind of fake handles, but let us know your stories of going to carnival or things that happened to you back in the 90s, okay? I'm going to keep the things flowing right now. I'm going to say to DJ Sessions, who's formerly of Strictly Business.
SBK crew.
The SBK crew. Big up all the SBK crew. And predominantly originally started in Styly Media or around them kind of.
Yeah, my cousin was in Styly.
Right.
With Jason.
Yeah.
Yes. With Polito Don.
Okay.
Polito.
All right.
And Martin Shoe Doctor, them guys there.
Nice.
Shouts out to them.
Easy.
That's where me and my cousin.
Yeah.
That's me and my cousin got the taste for it all.
Okay.
That's Jules.
Jules,
yeah.
Okay.
Jules!
All
Yeah,
right.
Jules.
So
Why ain't he in it?
I wanna direct things now to our guest inside this evening. Good evening, Croc, who's just poked his head round the door. Yes.
Yes, we see you.
We see you,
Croc.
So Jamal, our guest in. Can you stop crunching those crisps? What is wrong with you?
Listen, if those that know me, if they're tuning in just because if they know me, they know What is Jamal like?
This is just Jamal.
Besides his daughters and his.
I'm
son,
gonna let you do your thing as we talk the thing.
No,
I'll just
no,
let you
he
do your
like-
thing as we talk the thing. It's gonna be one of those nights. It's gonna be one. Do your thing. Do your thing. So right, let me put this question to you. You are renowned and known for the
It wasn't me.
clothing.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
Hold on, because he just said that. We're gonna go there later.
We are gonna go
No
there.
way, bro. That whatever you should talk about wasn't me, but if we're talking about the clothing, yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about the clothing because this is our third episode so far.
Yeah.
And on the first episode, you was meant to be here, you weren't here. Second episode, you called in at the very last moment. Okay, you got a piece in, but you never actually got to speak. So you're here now. I want you to back your talk up and let us know. How you started dressing all of these great dancers like Swing J and the rest of all the crews out there. Give us the history. Talk the thing.
If I'm gonna be honest, I say God is good in the sense of like I think it was all kind of starting out in a way in our craft.
Yeah.
And game recognized game. Like a lot of people before I even knew about what's the word, like showing love and supporting people. These people was out there showing love and supporting me.
Yeah.
Well, and yeah, I mean, as Jay just said just a minute ago, like back in the days, I was known for baggage. Oh, let's shout out to Psycho.
Shout out to
Come on,
Psycho.
man. Shout out to Psycho. You know what I mean? God bless. Like,
R.I.P.
Oh man, see now that's a memory. Like, so. Where people knew me for the clothing, Psycho basically turned up one day at Fridge, and they had these crazy ass trousers on. Like they were just nuts. Like they were like
the clown trousers.
Yeah, the clown trousers.
Yeah.
They were, bruv.
Is that the clown trousers? Let me just draw a picture, okay? Because for those people that don't know, they're listening in. Is that like the MC Hammer?
No. They were clown trousers.
Yeah, they were clown. Literally.
Oh, literally clown trousers. Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
When I say ridiculously baggy, right? They were everything you wouldn't know. The average person, not even average, nobody would wear them. You had to be a clown. Not saying he was a clown.
Yeah.
But if you didn't have that personality, you couldn't wear them.
Right.
And Psycho then was just Psycho.
Okay.
So, and the thing that got me, I was looking, because then I was trying to find my footing in regards to like the kind of direction I was going with the clothing.
Yeah.
So when like the only way, like, the queue for the Fridge back then is like the queue for, I don't know, like anybody trying to get into 51st State or anybody trying to get into a Beyonce concert. Like it was,
it's ridiculous.
It was nuts.
Down
You
the
know what I'm
road,
saying?
down past the town hall, round the corner up Acre Lane.
Yeah, and then bouncers weren't playing that. If you weren't queued up, you was getting clapped up. That's real talk. You know what I mean? In South London. Yeah, just remember South London. Anyway, right? So Psycho turned up, right, and he was outside, and I was like, wow. Now, and even then, back then, because I was part of the Rampage crew, but I wasn't one of those guys like, I'm part of the Rampage. Like I queued up with everybody, laugh a joke with everybody, I'm in the queue.
Yeah.
So when I saw our boy Psycho turn up in them trousers, like it caught me off guard in the sense of like, he is wearing this, and he absolutely gave no F's given. Like he owned, that one's like he owned it. Like and if you put someone in a particular clothing and they don't own it, they look ridiculous. But he put that on. He come to a club which was cock diesel with black people from north, east, southwest, international, the whole nine, and owned it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing there thinking like, bruv, if he can rock that, then you got, like, it showed me about being confident about your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you having self-belief. Mm-hmm. That's the word I'm looking for. Like self-belief. And from there, that was my self-empowerment for me to say, you know what, yeah, man, I'm going to do my thing, which is I like the baggy trousers. Well, yeah, I like the baggy trousers. Okay. And then obviously people like Swing J. What was you in
David?
Huh?
Who, David?
No, not
who?
Oh, the other dancer, Gavin.
Oh, Gavin, yeah.
Jesus, that man, like Gavin. So there was Gavin and Swing J. Then there was Abstract.
Yep.
There was there was 8 Ball. There was Drezzo. There was Kosher. There was
Abdul.
Abdul.
Abdul. Elan.
Yo.
Sharon.
Yo. And the thing is, for me, like, so then I never had I knew I wanted to make clothes. I knew I had a particular idea of what I wanted, but everything I was hip hop in it. So it was baggy, it was this, and I kind of following a trend. Influenced by America, no doubt.
Okay.
Most definitely, as we all were. So
you know, so we forgot, and my cousin Julian just reminded me. Gary, High Top, Gary.
Oh, God.
Yeah, God bless.
Yeah, he was solid back
Yeah,
then. Even
yeah,
then, solid,
yeah.
solid, bruv. He weren't from South, but he was solid.
Okay.
I mean,
Solid boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
So as well as the clothes that you used to do, did you used to do accessories as well back then? Like,
yeah,
Now you know what, he didn't do accessories at the time, you know. He didn't. But I'll tell you this, and I never knew about the psycho influence, right?
Yes,
I didn't know about that.
Go on.
Right, but when Jamal started doing this stuff, it was like, to me, the watershed moment for Jamal's clothes was the very first Rampage fashion show at the Fridge.
Okay.
Right, we did a fashion show at the Fridge.
Taught the ting fashion show.
So yeah, so we did Rampage, because I told you before that they were about the brand, right?
Right.
So Ralph and them decided to do a fashion show, a dance fashion show.
Yeah, proper.
Right, proper, like all dancers, and then all in Jamal's gear.
Yeah.
And I remember, and this is when the changing of the guard happened in the Fridge.
Changing of the guard.
Yeah, no, it's changing of the guard because at the time, international dancers and non-stop action ruled the Fridge. Right.
Okay.
And then when we had the rehearsals, and everyone's like talking about who's pairing up with who. I paired up with me, David, Julian, and Reggie.
Oh, David.
Compass, yeah, David Compass, right?
How can I
Yeah,
forget?
so he was my original dance partner, right?
Yeah.
So we were doing our routine, and everyone, non-stop action walked in, and they were like, everyone thought, yeah, non-stop action is going to get the final one, right?
Yeah.
Everyone saw everyone's routine, and I remember that me and David had this move called the hangman. Remember the hangman, right? And we bust the hangman in our routine, right? Ralph turned around and says, "Those guys are ending the show."
Straight.
Right? Straight.
And Ralph had the
Final say.
Okay.
And so non-stop action opened, and they were pissed.
Yeah.
They were pissed. It was changing of the gods.
Yeah.
Right? Like
You're
they were
hearing it here.
pissed. They were pissed. And the funny thing is, like, years later, like, I'm pretty innocuous when I dance, right? Like, I'll go and dance, come back, and no one knows it's really me.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Except for people that were dancers.
Mhm.
So I remember having a conversation with Mark and Seymour. And
Abstract.
Abstract. So we were having a conversation. I remember we did that, Kosher did that anniversary thing at that club down in West End. He had like a reunion.
Okay.
Right, he had a reunion for and all the dancers came out.
Yeah.
Right, and that's when Ryan, remember Ryan?
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Tuck and Twist.
Yeah.
Right, Mr. Tuck and Twist decided he's going to roll back the clock 15 years and try to do something that he couldn't do before. Tore his tendon up, right?
Oh boy.
But we're having a conversation and we're talking about that Rampage fashion show. And he goes, yeah, that was wicked. I remember I was there. I was in the crowd. And I remember there was these two guys that did this hangman move. And we were like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, that was me. Like, what? That was you? I was like, yeah.
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 Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But that to me, that was a watershed moment for Jamal's fashion.
Yes.
thing,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Like that event, like as much as the second one was decent,
Yeah.
that first one,
Set
like
the bar.
the dancing in that one was ridiculous.
Okay, so that set the bar for you, Jamal. And let's fast forward, maybe not up to date, but 10 years. What after that? You know, people started recognizing your clothing, walking around South London. Didn't say over in North, but anyway, there you go.
You're talking about you came North too.
Innit.
You ruled
I
North,
was,
bro.
done though.
I'm just talking the thing, man. I never saw your clothes up
Yes,
in
you
North.
did.
No,
You
you must
did.
be deep, but you didn't even know.
You didn't
All
know.
right. Anyway, so
The original.
so
And the original
listen.
embroidery and all that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
no, the original puffer jean jacket.
Was that
This
you?
guy. Yes, him.
Salute to- yeah.
Right.
Yeah, come on. Pots and pans.
Remember
All right,
the
there you go. I'll
long
take back the
puffer
talk.
Yeah,
coats,
yeah,
PVCs?
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
He was like the Carl Kanai, the dungarees,
Yeah.
the dungarees.
Jamal
Yeah.
people.
And the thing is, if I think about it, like I'm gonna say this as a shout out, right?
Yeah.
Like the only person that back then that I used to look up to was Wale Adeyemi.
All right, yeah.
Because
We know
obviously
what
he
that
hit
is.
the time where he did the stuff for the Beckhams and the blah blah and so on, so on, so on.
Yeah.
So then technically he was the only guy that I was looking at like, right, that's another black guy, like a black youth like me. He's out there, he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? And then PK, Patrick Kevin and them not come out.
Yep, Patrick Kevin and the guys.
RIP team as well. The man had come out. So yeah, bro, yo, listen.
Okay, all right. So I'm saying, roll forward
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah.
You know, you started back then. You got your name imprinted. Everybody knows what you're doing. What was the next step in you creating your business now? Because I want to know, like, Jamal now, like how, you know, everybody knows you now. for your clothing.
Oh, God is good. I think if that's true, then yeah, salute to you all, man.
But what did it take? What did the community help you?
No,
Did
100.
you do it on yourself?
Yeah, no. 100. Like the driving force. I'd always say my driving force is self belief. Like you got to believe in your ability, believe in your talent, believe in your gift. Like recognize. You got to know what is within you, and you got to know what was within you, and that is powerful enough. And that can keep you motivated. You know what I'm saying? So for argument's sake, like Croc's there, he's doing his thing. Like with the music, he's got his gigs up and running now.
Yeah.
Sim's there doing her thing. Jay's there. All of us in this room.
So the point I'm trying to get from you is that people may see you on the road and see you what you do now, but don't realize that you've been grafting a long time, and you had to go through a lot to get to where you are now.
I passed asthma. I used to be asthmatic. All them kind of thing there.
Right.
Working in my I say working, but yeah, grinding.
So you might see Jamal all his clothing on billboards as you walk around. It wasn't always like that for him. Okay,
What billboards?
He was on
what billboards?
The billboards is people's chests represent. How you mean? That's
all right.
That's the real. That's the real. Their chest and on their back.
Right. Back in the day, it was word of mouth and all, and it still is word of mouth. We still keep it grassroots.
100, yeah.
You know what I mean? So all good. 5 minutes to the hours of 9. Talking the ting right about now. Get involved, man. Get involved. 020-8638-8503. All the W's.iLive. Can you stop crunching them, Chris? In my ears. Oh my God. We got DJ Croc now. We just after the break. All right. We're going to be talking to DJ Croc. All right. Because you guys know DJ Croc for being here each and every Saturday suit with Sims Mode. You also know DJ Croc for doing the fabulous One Nation, and now he does the One Nation remix. Yeah, down at Ritzy in Brixton. He also does Got Soul. He also does No Long Ting. He does a whole load of stuff. So we're going to be talking a ting with Croc and find out exactly where he comes from.
And art. He does art, mate.
He does art. Of course he does art as well. So I don't know that side. But we're going to find it tonight.
Which I started back again.
Okay, all right. So we're going to play a track. We're going to come back just after this, bringing you back some memories from the 90s. Do you remember this one?
Just lay back, close your eyes and relax. If you don't flex, baby, don't you leave me. Why don't we just get it on?
Yeah, man. Talking a ting, 9 o'clock on the dot right here. iLive UK. I tell ya, while we've been listening to that ultimate back in the day 90s rare groove mix of the wonderful Cruise out of East London, Slap and Tickle.
Hackney. Yes.
Oh, wow, where'd that come from?
Hackney's alright still. Hackney's alright.
Listen, don't say nothing. Hackney's where Silk City started, so we can't say nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
You understand? Yeah.
Hackney's alright.
We just don't give no love to the West London. Bun that.
Cruise. Where's Cruise now? Where's Cruise now?
You know what?
Can someone tell me?
The lead singer, well, I know his mum still lives in Hackney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't say where, but yeah.
Okay.
Because when I was living back there...
Holly Street.
Really? But yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, go on.
I mean, there's no love down there, man. You lot can't even trust each other. Lock up your belongings. Lock them up.
Talk the ting.
Jeez, oh,
Okay, yeah. So go on. So you saw him,
he's still about. I still see him.
All right, cool.
When I used to be there, I mean, I don't know if he's still back there.
Did you have a conversation with him?
Yeah.
He's still singing.
Yeah, you know what? He used to walk.
Yeah.
Because his flat was literally around the corner from my house.
Okay.
So I used to hear him walking down singing away. Yeah.
What a thing.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
I'm not sure. It is a shame.
If anyone out there knows if Cruise are still together, if any of them still singing, let us know, man.
Cruise guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, man. See, look at that.
No.
Small world.
You know what? No, because some of them still do production and.
Yeah. They still do production stuff, right? But full crew.
Yeah.
Full crew. But yeah, he did make clothes for them because they wore those clothes to a barbecue that I had.
Is that the infamous barbecue?
I'm still
the infamous barbecue.
I'm still traumatized by that barbecue.
Okay. All right, so
Why is it always me? I was always bathing myself.
So if you've just joined us this evening, we are talking a ting, talking about 90s untold stories, documenting the ones that you don't get to hear. What happened in the UK 90s scene? It could be fashion, it could be music, it could be anything that we know from the 90s. Okay, so yes, if you was part of that scene. All right, come online with us right about now. All the www.iliveradio.com/ilivuk. There's a chat room in the corner, bottom left-hand corner. Come inside, have a word. You know what I mean? Let's know your thoughts. Or call the studio number 0208 0208 638 8503. I said it too fast. 0208 638 8503. Come live, man. Talk to our guest this evening, Jamal, and with us, DJ Croc. So now I'm going to turn to you, DJ Croc. Mash up the damn place.
You have to give him a proper intro.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
That's the
right. Let me try and turn around here so I can talk this guy properly. DJ Croc.
Yes, sir.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. All right.
I've got the translucent powder ready.
DJ Croc. DJ
Yes,
Croc.
yes, sir.
I want to know where it all started from you because you're not originally from
South
London.
No. Is this on?
Of course it's on, man.
Yeah. No, I'm not from London. Originally from Wolverhampton.
Where?
Wolverhampton.
Where's that? No, I'm playing with you.
So we ain't about to start them war. Stop it. In the UK that don't know, West Midlands.
Yeah, no. We know where Wolverhampton is. Wolves, man. I used to support them back in the day. When who used to play for them?
Who used to play for Wolves? Everyone used to
what's
play
his
for
name?
Wolves, Steve Ball, Andy Gray.
No.
All them.
No,
not them boy there.
Not them boy there.
Who?
Black brother, man.
Black brother used to play for Wolves.
Didn't Justin Fashion who play for Wolves at one point?
No, Norwich.
I don't think. Is it Norwich?
Norwich.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Different area. Anyway.
We already know what you was doing.
We're just talking the team, taking it back to the 90s, man.
Yeah,
practicing my skills.
Yeah, of course you was.
So,
in fact, that's an untold story right there.
See,
the story not necessarily of Wolves,
yeah.
But so my brother,
yeah,
Tony Cunningham, was one of the first black
Hold on, wait.
footballers.
Are you related to the Cunninghams?
Tony Cunningham's my brother.
He just said that.
No, and Laurie.
Not Laurie. Not
okay.
Not Laurie. But
related
still,
to Laurie.
Tony Cunningham is from the same generation of black footballers in this country. So he's still one of the first black professional footballers.
Big up.
in the country.
Big up. Yo.
So he's from Wolves.
You come from
he
good stock.
Played for Newcastle, Manchester City, Sheffield Wednesday, loads of clubs.
Can he DJ?
No, he can't DJ. But I've nicked a lot of his records though. So.
There you go. So he was a music man all the same.
Yeah,
still.
you
So
had to be.
So tell us your story. How did it start for you over in Wolverhampton?
It started with I guess my brother and where I grew up, a road called Welbeck Avenue in Wolverhampton, and it's poignant because there were a lot of DJs and music heads and sound men that came up. It was a little cul-de-sac.
What is this? 90s or before 80s? What decade was this?
This is 70s, 80s.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
all right.
so that was where I first remember growing up. But growing up on that road, I was just surrounded by music people. Wherever you went, there was music playing. It was at someone's house or someone's car or whatever. So this music was just all around you. So I just kind of grew up around music. And then when I got old enough to start buying my own records, that's like secondary school now. Mid 80s. And I started buying my own tune. I inherited my first records from my siblings. And then started buying my own, and that was where all my money went, basically.
Okay, cool. So, what I really want to ask you is, there's a big, massive scene here in the UK that kind of, how can I say, bled out to all the different cities around the UK. And you know, I'm going to say London was the pinnacle of where it all happened. Tell us the influence. No, I'm going to say it, man. I'm talking the thing.
I would disagree.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, you can talk the thing in a moment. But I want to know how Wolverhampton, you know, really done their thing up there. Tell me some synonymous stuff that used to happen back in the 90s up there.
90s, I mean, one of the biggest stories I guess I could give you from, there was a couple. In fact, now that I'm thinking, but there's more and more that keep coming. But in terms of the 90s, musically, the West Midlands and Wolverhampton, we had a very strong, close-knit community. The African Caribbean community was very strong, musically very sound. And I think Wolverhampton as a city, we tended to be very much underrated and almost looked down upon by people from London or other cities around the country. People who look on was a little small town, little country place and
small
country
island
bumpkin and all that kind of all of that, all of that. But then when people buck us up like in a dance or in a clash, they get slapped. You know, there's plenty times when Radigan would come and play and he would play like we're idiots and we don't know tune. Or I could tell you about the time when a Wolverhampton sound called Kibronegus.
Who?
Kibronegus.
All right.
Are the rightful UK sound champions.
Sound like a killing machine to me.
So Saxon are and have been UK champions in name only. Saxon Sound have been UK champions in name only.
TALK-DI-TING.
Kibronegus from Wolverhampton. Done them. So I was at the clash. This was in probably 92. Clash was in Handsworth Leisure Centre, and it was for the UK Cup. Whoever won this clash will be crowned UK champions. There were 4 sounds: Saxon, Love Injection from Birmingham, Kibronegus from Wolverhampton, and I think the 4th sound was Stereophonic, who was from Manchester. Stereophonic got kicked out early. They had technical problems. Their tops and mid end of their sound popped down, so we couldn't hear anything. So they
just
got
weren't
out
ready.
quick.
Just weren't ready.
Love Injection got kicked out next, and then it was down to Saxon and Kibronegus. Saxon played their last tune. Musclehead played some, I don't know, remember, I think he played a cockatoo or something like that. The tune flopped big time. And this time Saxon had like half of London in Handsworth Leisure Centre with them. That's how Saxon would travel. No matter where they played, anywhere around the country, they would have like X amount of coaches roll with them. Right?
Right.
So half of London is in Handsworth Leisure Centre. Saxon played their last tune. If they play this tune and it dance, they win. Tune flopped. Kibronegus is time to play. Now bear in mind, Kibronegus have been kicking up Saxon all night, playing dubs with their name, calling it, and all kind of. Like Trevor Sax was getting vexed. He was cussing on the mic, but of course, cussing on the mic doesn't win sound clash. It's tune win sound clash.
All right.
So Kibra been badding them up all night. It's now Kibra's time to play their last tune. Kibra could basically have shut their eyes and pulled anything out of their box and played it. It would have got a response and mash up the place and their champions. Just as they go to play their last tune, man start shooting up the place.
Oh wow!
Emptied out. Clash was over. That was it. And since then, there was a lot of speculation about whether or not it was Saxon supporters, whoever that done it, because they knew that if Kiba played their next track, their reign was over.
Over, done.
And I saw the guy that was doing it. He stood right by the exit, so it was a planned thing. He stood by the exit, started letting off shots so that he was safe to, when the stampede started, he was safe to get out.
Okay.
So that's exactly what happened. Just as they were about to play their last tune.
That's a story that we'll probably never know.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, so just as they were about to play their last tune and kick off Saxon's head and be crowned the new UK champions. UK champions.
The way you tell it, it sounds like sabotage to me. You know what I mean?
Many of us said that. Many of us said that. Yeah. You know, but it's one of those untold stories. Saxon will go on, you know, UK champions and run this and blah blah blah. No, a little sound. As much as people used to look down on us, it was a sound from Wolverhampton was going to kick off Saxon's head. They've been beating them up all night. So Saxon will remain champions in name only. A sound from Wolverhampton named Kiba Negus.
There you go, people.
Are the rightful UK champions. So people want to look down on us, but when they buck up on us in them kind of situations, that's not the only clash. You know, there was a similar there was a radio station clash. We have a radio station, the longest running radio station in Wolverhampton called Skyline Radio. There was a radio station clash again back in the 90s between stations across the country.
Yeah.
And again, Skyline Radio dust them all out. And again, we were robbed.
Who won it?
Dodgy. We won it. Hands down.
I don't know. But who won it?
It was ruled a draw between Skyline and Power FM from Birmingham.
Right.
And they did it in score. They did each round in scoring. So each one from Leeds, man, they were staged from all over the country. They got dust out one by one. They got dust out, and when you added the scores up after the clash, people got their calculators out and added them up, and actually we won clean. Skyline Radio won clean, but they did dodgy scoring and robbed us again. Wolverhampton radio station, Wolverhampton Sound run the country. Wolverhampton radio station, Clash run the country.
Yeah.
You know, so these are the stories that kind of never get told. And one of the highlights of that night was when Skyline played a dub plate by Beverly Knight. And I don't think anybody's ever going to play a dub play by Beverly Knight. Yeah, Beverly Knight's from Wolverhampton as well.
Yeah, but no, Beverly Knight was one unsung hero. When it comes to singing, I remember when I used to do I'll cut you. I'm cutting you. You carry on. I get to Beverly Knight.
Well, that was it. You know, she this was before she was as big as she is now. Obviously, we're talking 90s. But that was one of the highlights when they played a dub play. 2 dubs, in fact, from Beverly Knight.
Can you remember what the tune was?
Yes, it was. It was a Whitney Houston tune. I Will Always Love You.
Okay.
But then it was a dub plate for Skyline Radio. And they dropped it in the original fashion.
Yeah.
First, the ballad style of the tune.
That's right.
And then, of course, the crowd went nuts and had to pull it up. But then when they played it back, the intro sounded exactly the same, but then when it dropped into a dancehall version.
Yeah.
Place just went nuts again.
Nice.
You know, so it's just, you know, these are the kind of things that most people won't know. But the point is, a lot of people around the country used to look down on Wolverhampton, but when they buck up on us in situations like that,
yeah, man, don't take back your talk. You know, you're ready.
Well, the interesting thing about it is the reason why I say about, you know, people thinking London is the centre of everything, right? One thing when I moved out of London, went to Reading in the late 80s.
You got run out.
Gone right, yeah, kind of. But I can't talk about that story. All right, there's many things you don't know about me, Jamal. Trust me. All right.
So I don't know, but yes, I said what I said.
No. Cool enough. Can't talk about them things, man. You know, I might have warrants on me still. Anyway,
oh gosh.
When I went out there, my whole perception was I'm going out to Reading. They ain't got nothing out there. You understand? Some of the best DJs I heard, some of the best sound systems I heard.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? How they played music. Because it was a community thing, right? You know, and I should have learned that from the time when we used to go down to Bristol. When Soul to Soul used to go clash in Bristol.
Okay.
Yeah? With the Wild Bunch.
All right.
And the Wild Bunch were from Bristol. And Wild Bunch were crazy. Nelly Hooper and the Wild Bunch.
Yeah. I know you're talking.
Like, Soul to Soul were like the kings, right?
Yeah.
Go out there. Buried every single time. Got buried every single time.
So you're saying like there was like a community. Do you think that the more further you went up north or west or south, they were more together than the UK lot.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would agree with that.
And why is that? Why would you agree?
I think because the community, certainly where I come from in Wolves, the community is just more tight knit.
Yeah.
And we're not really watching what anyone else is doing. We're
Okay,
not looking
so here,
anywhere else.
Sorry to cut you. Here in the UK, here in London, we got the north, east, south, west thing.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of divide at certain times. When you go in the country, I call it the country, but when you go up north or left or right, you find there is no north, east, south, west sort of thing. Everybody just gels together.
You have it to a much lesser extent.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of certainly music and stuff and community, we're very much together.
Okay.
Very much together. Because people used to look down on Wolves, and a lot of people outside Wolves used to look down on us in such a way, I think that helped to make people feel more unified as well. So, for example, in like the sound clash that I mentioned, everybody were behind Keebler and Eagles because they were repping the whole of Wolverhampton.
Yeah.
They weren't just repping like this side or north, or like Saxon. North London is their thing. No, Keebler were repping the entire. Entire town.
I think some people online will disagree with me in a sense where, true sound system followers, if we went up north to clash, we would get behind each other. You know what I mean? Like if Saxon was playing north, east, south, and west,
London,
they'll come.
With them.
Yeah. So
but don't make them better, right?
No,
and this is the thing: is that the thing about London, right? It was divisive.
Yeah.
Even within your own area. Right, you come from East London.
Yeah,
East London sounds were cutting each other's throats.
True.
Yeah, at the same time as trying to cut everybody else's throat.
Yeah.
You didn't get that up.
You didn't get it outside London.
No,
you didn't.
get that.
I'll say this because back in the days I used to travel through the clothing. Right? I used to go up to Birmingham a lot.
Yeah,
and Birmingham just accepted me with open arms, right, in a crazy way. So when I used to go, and I used to go to, they used to have back then we used to call it excursions.
Yeah.
But the road trips and everything that you got now, but their road trips was literally within North London, not North London, so within up north, right?
Yeah.
So with me, we used to go to all these pool parties and so on and so on. So when I'm meeting all these random different people, everybody's got an accent. I mean, I'm from London, so but everybody else has got an accent. So, but when you're talking to people, it's like, I'm from blah blah in Birmingham or blah blah in Wolves and blah, and Liverpool as well.
Yeah.
But everybody was Chris. But try that thing down there in South London. No, not even South London. Try that back in London. London was just
generally
off key.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem right there, right? The whole London is South London, right? And one thing about Londoners and being a Londoner, like East London used to travel a little bit, not too much. West London didn't travel at all. North London, no one cared, right? But South London travelled everywhere. Right?
You don't know.
If you go to any dance in any part of London or excursion outside London, anywhere, the biggest contingent is always South London. You know why? Because they had no transportation system. That's what it was. They had no tube lines or nothing, right? So,
but we still got around.
But they got around. They all had cars.
That's right. That's right. You had.
They all had cars.
Yeah.
And they all go en masse.
That's right.
I went to Westwood once in Slough.
Why are we talking about Westwood again?
I know, but I'm just saying, we're not talking about Westwood, we're talking about a party that Westwood hosted in Slough. We went to Slough and we were in Reading, right? And this is what I talk about London looking down on people from the outside. So when I was in Reading, I used to dance with a group called the J-Boys. The J-Boys were the dancers for the She-Rockers.
Okay.
Wow.
Right? So when I hooked up with the J-Boys, we went to Slough and we had a little dance off with a bunch of London guys, right? And the moment they realised they're from Reading, what do you lot know? Them guys went in there, J-Boys went in there, we went in there and just slapped the shit out of it, right? And they said, you couldn't do that if you come to the fridge. That's the first time I went to the fridge. So, right, we're going to the fridge next week. Went into the fridge, slapped the shit out of them. FDM were the victims. FDM was Cricket Cruise dancers.
Oh, I remember them cats. That's a jail sentence,
right?
For real.
Yeah. We dust out FDM right there inside the fridge. According to them, a bunch of country boys come down and just and they went home.
Wipe the floor.
But we used to get people from London all the time coming up to us. Like, for example, when you'd go to Handsworth Carnival in Birmingham, they'd be like almost more London people there than West Midlands people.
Because you know what it is? It's like when it's like being a rich kid, isn't it? So when you've got it, you don't realize what you've got. All right, so you go you do adventurous stuff to get more kicks. So when you're in London, you got all these things taking place in London, but I think it's London, innit? So now I'm not going. So
but Handsworth Carnival was really for me, it was the best carnival in the country.
Listen, I remember. Oh my god,
when it was in the park, not when they moved it onto the road.
No, when it was in the park.
It was the best carnival in the country for me, hands down. So when you'd go there, it'd feel like there was more. You'd hear the London accent around you as much as you would hear the Birmingham or West Midlands accent around you. Same with a club in Wolverhampton called Monaco's that was high back in the 90s. And every week you'd go there, every Saturday you'd go there, and there would be coaches lined up outside the club. And these coaches were mainly from London.
Yo.
See there?
This is a Saturday. This is every Saturday.
All South
coaches
London.
are coming from London up to our club in Wolverhampton.
And it was Bear Manor Road.
Damn.
So
Bear Manor Road, going out to explore.
Yeah, man.
So talking about the clubs, I wanna come back down to North London. I wanna bring it back down to London. I wanna bring it back down to London. I want each of you to tell me like your favorite club that you went to back in the 90s.
Shit.
Best club you went to back in the 90s. All right,
Hanover.
okay. I'm going to give you a chance to respond, but I want to go to who's on the chat rooms right now. Big shout out goes out to Ali Cat, who's in with us this evening, and Ali Cat says Oasis on a Sunday night in Hackney was the lick.
Oh, that was Rampage.
Followed by trips.
Before that.
Followed by trips to the Bagel Bakery afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Before that.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? All right.
Salute to that one.
That person is definitely from East London.
No, she's actually from South London. That's Alison.
Oh right, okay. All right. There you go.
There you go, South.
Why is everyone from South?
She's from South.
Yes, it is.
So
she used to date Blue.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's really talking.
You're really talking the ting. You're really talking the ting. Well,
Blue.
It's talk the ting.
That's so she's on iLive.
South London. There we go.
South
She's
London,
typing right now. South London.
So when me and Alison first met up and we started doing the iLive thing, she's the first person that actually helped me put it together. And we was talking, like, because Blue used to be around the garage scene, right? And I was around the garage scene at the time. And she's like, I used to date Blue. What? You know, what? It's serendipity,
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not
done.
Jason's definitely putting you on blast this evening. we are talking the ting. I tell you,
we're talking the ting.
Yeah, man, definitely talking the. So guys, I'm back to you. Your favorite club of the 90s. Start with you, Jamal.
If I'm going to be biased, I have to shout out Silk City, bro. Silk City every month. Garen. I wanted to swear to express it, but Silk City, guaranteed. Lower Clapton Road, Dougie's. See it there,
okay,
bro. Why?
All right.
Because it was just real. Like, but there was. I mean, you remember within Silk City there was 3 personalities.
Yeah.
So there was Damien, right? Silk Stush, and then there was Mr. Collins.
Yeah.
I think was he Stack Money, and then there was me, Jamel. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So we had with our own individual personalities. We just brought this random collaboration of mix of people together that I don't think would have met. I don't think they would have just normally would have met. But through them, you had people that oh man, this spread love. Come on. Come on.
Spread love.
You know what I mean? Like that. See, now you're spawning with memories. You know what I'm saying? Like the spread love.
So,
God bless them as well.
So someone's just corrected you in a certain way. You mentioned Silk City, but Silk City was actually a club night.
It's not a club. It's not a club. It's not a club.
It was a club night.
Yeah,
it was a club.
Yeah, I'm talking about the best.
The best club.
Yeah, club for you.
But that don't really work though.
No.
Best club night.
Because the thing is, if you're going to say a club, that means you have to be a patron of that club.
Yeah.
How many days a week to say boom? I mean, if I was to shout out a club, I would have said what is it?
Hanover
Grand.
On
right,
Wednesday,
well that's for the technicalities of the club.
All right.
Again, that's a weekly thing.
Yeah.
Whereas the Silk City was once a month.
Yeah.
But Silk City, imagine this. Imagine Hanover Grand, right? Held what? I don't know, 200 people.
Yeah.
250 people, if that, right? And you had to get, so a month they get 1,000 people.
No, all right. I stand corrected. You're right in saying it the way you said it.
Yeah.
The best club night.
So for me, hands down, it was Silk City. And the thing about Silk City as well, like everybody in there, became a family. Like, don't get this twisted. Like, I can remember the highs and lows. Especially when I say lows, is in some of the dramas that kicked off.
Mm-hmm.
But with every single drama that kicked off, there was a positive outcome because people stuck together, rallied together, and we as a collective, like, even though us three, technically you could say we was at the top, but believe you me, if it wasn't for our DJs, our supporters, in the sense of the people that came to the event and the people that properly bodyguarded what we did, we wouldn't be none. And this is something which I say to people all the time, like, game recognized game. Like, Silk City literally was a family. And there's people I roll with now.
Yeah.
Like, shout out to Simone, right? One of the people that I've known, obviously besides people in this room, you're saying, but Simone, I've known her for 19th February, right? And from then till now, and there's been nothing but love. Like, love, and when I say love, I mean, I'm talking unconditional. Nobody asked anybody for nothing back in the days.
Right.
You just did it because you could. I remember my boys, like you had Nova, Jeremy, you had Hollywood, you had Jeffrey, and so on and so on. They used to go, Gavin, and so on. They used to go out and they used to cringe. God, there's loads of people I can make. They used to phone us to get flyers so they can go out and fly. Like, the concept doesn't even make sense. Like, they would phone us, go out of their way to come and get flyers for us to promote our party, so they can come and party.
Okay.
And they did, and they weren't even saying, "Oh yeah, can you get me guest this? Can you get me?" And the thing is, what I loved about it, because everybody I said then who literally gave out a flyer was representing Silk City. Literally, like, when again, I say Simone, when she was when them ladies were working in Top Shop, Selfridges. Like, you could go to them girl there with a package in a sense of like, oh yeah, these are some flyers, hand it out to your staff. The whole of Top Shop was in there.
Okay.
The whole of Selfridges was in there. The whole of the West End was up there. You know what I'm saying? Emil and Mr. Collins, they knew a set of people that I didn't know, and vice versa. So when Silk City all day, man, nobody can tell me nothing. Silk City.
You're really passionate
why
about
does
that.
it have to be best club night down?
Oh no!
You can't pose the question. Best club down here.
But it's a best club
because
us,
they were
individuals.
Best, yeah, but they were great clubs. I mean, people used to travel up to Pink Coconut on a Rex from all over the country. You know, they were great club nights.
Okay, that was
all
a club,
over.
Again, a club night,
mean?
because I know with Pink Coconut, I went up there when it wasn't that particular night, and it was pants. Yeah. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, well they're perfect.
It's the night. It's the night.
And I think it's the best club night to us.
Yeah.
Right, we've ever been to. Yeah. Right. For myself,
we talk about Silk City, by the way.
So
Silk City.
Yeah. So my clubbing length of time, I've been clubbing longer than you guys, right? And there's been some epic clubs, right? Like, you know, the WAG club and the WAG on any Friday night, on any Sunday night, like killer. Samantha's, Gossips. You know, legends.
Boy, remember that.
And the beauty about those things is that those venues weren't big.
They were small.
They were small, but you had to get there for a certain time, get in, and the people that was in there was passionate.
Yeah.
Passionate about their craft, which was the dancing.
That's the dancing back then, right? So I was a DJ, but I was a dancer, right?
Okay.
And, you know, things like things that you may not hear, like the Raw Club.
Yeah.
Under the YMCA, Bedford Street, right? Like that was a dancers. You can't go in there if you can't dance, and you have to get a membership to get in there as well. And the only way you get membership is they saw you dance and they give you one.
Okay.
Right? But by hands down,
best
club night ever was Silk City. Hands down. Hands down. And for me, more than anything, it was really a lot of what Jamal said. You know what I mean? And the relationships that were spawned from there and how it influenced clubbing going forward. Right? And I will talk it because I'm going to talk it. Right? When we had the whole Silk City versus Rampage thing, right? And I'm not going to go into details of when it all went down. Right?
Damien, you instigated that, bruv.
But he did. He absolutely did. Right? But when that all came to a head, it's because that's fine. Yeah, we've got the other camera up. When that all came to a head, it was really a clash of cultures.
Caesar.
Right? Because we came through Rampage and kind of graduated from it.
Yeah.
Right?
100.
And then when you go into Rampage and see your younger cousin in there, you're like, my time's done. And we had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Right? So when Jamal started and then guys started Silk City and Hackney Road originally.
Oh, God, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
that little, I forgot the club was on Hackney Road. Little small club in Hackney Road. From that to when you told me, guys, yeah, we're going to do the Rex. I said, where the hell is the Rex? And we went down there the first time. Like, what the freaking heck is this?
Yeah, all the touring, bro.
You're never going to feel this. Yeah. And that first Rex will never be top.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen nothing like that in my life. And then we moved down to Palace Pavilion, which is Dougie's. And then we eventually moved over to Oasis. Oasis. Yeah, Oasis you moved to eventually.
And we did, what's it called, by Blackfriars?
Oh, yes, yeah. Not propaganda. Not propaganda.
I can't remember the name, but Blackfriars.
Yeah.
And that was phenomenal. That move was, because I remember that night when we was at Blackfriars.
Oh, yes. But I'd left by then. I remember I was in the Caribbean by then.
Yeah. Okay, so, sorry. I know. And I want to hear all the stories. I want to hear it. But I also want to hear what clubs. We're going to get back. We'll get back
no, I'm about to tell you why. And we're done. Give me 2 minutes.
I'll give you 2 minutes.
All right. So there's a reason why I say all this.
Yeah.
It's because it was a template for all other things that came afterwards. Like it was a springboard for so many DJs.
Okay.
And so many sound systems.
Okay.
And because we had taken the Rampage kind of essence and made it for older people.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? And then we didn't have the whole branding thing. It was about the music. It was about the vibes, right? And then they took that music and vibes element and moved it up. There will be no Spread Love without Silk City.
Okay.
God bless.
Right? There will be no Spread Love. There will be no Spread Love without Silk City. The elements and essence of what Spread Love is came from Silk City.
Gotcha.
And the thing is about it, and even saying that Spread Love was Spread Love. There wasn't anything else like Silk City wasn't like Spread Love, and Spread Love wasn't like Silk City.
Yeah.
Spread Love was, and again, it was a family thing. So where you had James, Mark, and all them guys. Oh man, this memories, boy. Like the crowd they brought was literally their friends and family, right?
Okay.
And from then everybody else got involved in it, and it was, and again, they had a venue up in Camden. Right, it wasn't a big venue.
Dingwalls.
It wasn't a big. It wasn't a big venue, but again, it was.
No, sorry, it was
HQ.
behind Dingwalls.
It was the loft, HQ loft.
You had to go up the stairs.
Yeah,
and there was. Listen, imagine this. Like, so Spread Love was doing an event, and when they're doing an event, like it got to the point where the security couldn't even handle the people that was coming in.
Damn.
Right, to the point where us man there who don't do security. So there was me and some of my boys at the time, right. Would literally help out at the door, right? And this is after we paid. Well, sometimes you pay to come in, but we're family, innit? So, but so you're there bodyguarding, like helping these men out to do their job. And the thing is, don't get us wrong, nobody was rowdy, but everybody wanted to get in.
Yeah,
you wanted to get in.
To be,
You know what I'm saying? So and then also, and let's not forget one of the things about Silk City as well that nobody could touch us for, even up to this day, is that we was the only party that did Christmas Day.
Oh shoot!
Pajama party Christmas Day.
I remember you said something like that.
Hear how many times I said it like I'm stuck on the remix, right? The only event or club or promoter or promoters or whatever you want to call it that did something on Christmas Day. Like I'm talking like you finish eating your food. We had this whole little speech and this little booklet we used to give out to say for Christmas Day. Okay. And I remember when we first did our first one at Dougie's and we was nervous. He was like, boy, I don't know, you know. And he was like, no. We was nervous. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good thing about us. Like we weren't cocky with it, or some of us were, but we weren't. But you know what I mean? The point is, right? But Christmas Day come, bruh. Yo, when you see people roll up on Christmas Day, listen,
Christmas
and pans,
Day,
and then the other DJs out there, the cheeky sods, right? I'm not gonna hate them out, right? But they try to do their thing.
Yeah.
I remember that on Christmas Day as well. And it was like, what? You heard about blah blah trying to do a thing on Christmas Day? Okay. Nah, bro. And then let's say come 12, 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you call Jamel or Damien or Mr. Collins to come to the door because you got blah blah at the door? What? Why is blah blah at the door? Haven't they got a party on tonight down at blah blah?
Okay.
Their party flop.
Yeah,
because everybody doesn't know where we're going. You know what I'm saying? Like
because it was a pajama party on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Mad.
Nothing like it.
Mad. Everybody came out like mad.
So Sims, let me give us your best club night in the 90s?
I would say for me, because I was born and raised in Hackney and most of the clubs were in Hackney, I would say for me Rampage on the Fridays at Oasis, Rosebery.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because it was literally walking distance. Didn't have to pay for no cab or anything like that. But it was just nice that me and my friends can just go there, and it was like really good music.
Yeah.
And really enjoy myself.
Yeah,
Even though I have been to Silk City and I've enjoyed
no,
it
Rampage
as well.
get the thumbs up, man.
Oh, no, 100%.
No, but I'm just saying,
yeah,
like,
man.
for me, that would always stick in my head with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they were good. Yeah.
Can't hear ya.
I said I liked him at Weave.
Oh,
SW1.
right. Okay. SW1, yeah.
Weave. You
Yeah,
know we
yeah,
call it Weave.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I know.
Right.
But from,
I know.
even with me
I
from
know.
SW1, like we learned when Rampage was in SW1, we learned a lot from watching Rampage,
Yeah.
and especially when it came to how can I put this? Like you kept your clientele as clientele.
Okay.
Like you didn't blur the lines. You didn't do none of them foolishness. You kept it as clientele, because when you don't keep your clients, and when I say clients, it's in your attendees,
Yeah.
right? As clients, it's a problem, bruv. You know why it's a problem? Because they know where to find your ass every time you do an event. And we saw that at Rampage. Like, it was peak. Like, you imagine you're the people queuing up, and next thing you know, you just see Billy Bob and Sue Magoo turn up like, oh,
that's right.
Is blah blah here from? And you're like, what? Like, yeah, we come to see blah blah because blah blah's. No, that was peak. So we learned from an early stage to keep it 100 as professional as possible. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, sorry to cut you in.
Okay.
And this is Croc's turn now.
Yeah. So Croc, for you, best club night of the 90s for you.
If it's of the 90s era, I would have to say Spread Love on a
Spread
Sunday.
Love.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was just two best club nights for me, really would be overall would be Monaco's on a Saturday in Wolverhampton, but that was more late 80s, early 90s. But that on a Saturday was amazing for us, because you never knew what to expect when you went there. You know, some weekends you go there and you'd see Shabba Ranks would be performing live on stage, or Stone Love would be there playing, and this is just on a regular Saturday night. So the levels were up there in terms of who you would get.
Yeah.
Hence, like I said, the coaches that used to be outside when you would turn up there on a Saturday night. So that and Spread Love on a Sunday. Spread Love on a Sunday was special, man. Like you said, it felt like a family thing, and the vibes from that was it was beautiful.
Peak.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
Everybody hogging the fan at the front of the stage. But you have to be a gentleman and let the ladies have it for a bit. You know?
For me, back in the 90s, it had to be All Nations.
Oh gosh, are you for real?
First of all, I understand why.
Because
anybody can get a Dancing Nations.
There you go. There you go.
Wow.
Anybody can get a dance.
Anybody can get a dance.
Go down to that bottom floor, the box room, with no lights.
No lights.
And just like this.
The hallway lights weren't even
And you
on.
touch someone and like, who touched me for? Sorry, mate. I remember, I'll tell you a funny story, right? I'll tell a story on Ryan.
Hold on. I'm joking
Ryan?
with that.
Yeah,
It's not
Ryan.
really.
No, it's too late. You
I
said
didn't
it.
say that.
So it's already recorded. I don't care.
Ryan, you know.
All right, I'll tell one on Ryan. I'm talking to Ting, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
one time we was down there, and Ryan was there. And he went into the box room, right?
Yeah.
Saw the back of a girl fit. So he goes, oh, I want to go in there and get her. All right. And he realized she had a white dress on. So he speaks to his first girl with a white dress. Dance up with her, everything's cool. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the hell he's doing in there. Come out in the morning. So she come out. As she walks out, we're at the stairs waiting for him. She walks out. The girl walks out first. And she's got a wet from here to here. Right? Well, Ryan hadn't seen it yet, right? So she turns around and goes, so, your number, this is Brian.
Silence. What can you say
Wow.
to that? What can you say?
Wow.
Ryan goes, Yeah, no.
Wow.
I mean, I got that from watching the Real McCoy.
Yeah, I know.
Where Eddie Esney was saying anyone can get a dance from there.
Nations.
Yeah. No. Okay, let's go to summer. Let's invoke some memories right now. So online, we've got a few people talking about some of the clubs. Shinolas.
Yeah.
Shinolas. Bel Air.
Bel Air. That's what I'm trying to think of. Bel Air.
You have to give some honorary
China
shout-outs.
Whites.
Ooh, yeah.
China Whites.
Tokyo Joe's.
That's before me.
A night called Twice as Nice.
Oh, salute to that one. Yep.
Here you go. Confunction.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, can't hear.
Confunction was.
Because Confunction is a sound system.
Okay.
Right, like Confunction, Chili Sauce.
Yeah.
Them other boys, I forget their names. They're talking about what's it call it? The same one you just said earlier.
Boogie Bunch.
No.
Oh, honorary shout out to Boogie Bunch as well.
Yeah.
Hyde Park events. I know it wasn't a club night,
Right.
but they used to do their club nights anyway. But Boogie Bunch as well. What? Come on, man. Yeah.
What's that? What's that club? Oh, the one on a Wednesday.
Hanover Grand.
Hanover Grand. That was Hanover Grand.
Corks on Binney Street.
Oh.
Yeah. Those people put a lot of their kids through college.
Trends in Hackney.
Trends. Third floor Trends.
Palm Trees. Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Do you know anybody who used to actually go to Palm Trees? He used to play there.
That's not alive anyway.
Nah, man. Where do you go?
No, I'm going way back. That's like on the level of Dougie's and that sort of thing. Palm Tree, innit? Pier 1. Good evening, Shivy.
Yeah.
Shivy says Gas Club.
Gas Club. Yes. House and Garage Night. Maximus, Leicester Square.
Maximus.
That's the other one.
Maximus, Leicester Square.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he used to have a hip hop night.
Propaganda. Remember we used to do Silk City Propaganda.
Sugar.
You forget about that Regent Street.
Yeah.
And to keep this UK spread, I have to big up or mention there was a club in Wolverhampton called Cleo's, which was an amazing club. That's the first time I saw Omar perform and do There's Nothing Like This. Great night.
Cleo's.
Yeah, Cleo's in Wolverhampton. And Shabley's in Wolverhampton as well. These were like hot spots in Wolverhampton.
And if that's the case, I want to shout out the Central Club in Reading.
Central Club in
the
Reading.
Central Club in Reading.
What was the club next door to Holborn Station?
Oh, that thing. Trevor Nelson used to play there.
Okay.
Holborn, yeah. I know what you're talking. There's a restaurant. And it used to convert it to a club.
Holborn.
No. Holborn Station.
not.
Holborn Station. Yeah, Holborn Station.
Okay. Guess DJ Magic J. Big up Magic J. I know you're inside the studio somewhere. Pegasus.
Well, you mean above Dougie's or Champs?
No, it's next door. Literally next door to it.
Right.
No,
So Champs is above it.
Yeah,
Pegasus
Champs is
next
above
door.
it. Yeah, Pegasus next
Because
door.
no one into Champs unless you want to get stabbed.
Oh my gosh.
You about Dougie's? Club Elite Dougie's?
Tart the team.
Yeah, Club Elite Dougie's.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that club was next door, it was peak, bruv.
Yeah, Pegasus. Yeah, you didn't go in there.
That hell
yeah,
no.
you didn't go there.
I'm still sitting there, right?
Yeah.
Only if you was from that particular
Era.
square.
Square.
Yeah, that square, that mile square.
Them ends.
Yeah, from them ends. Yeah, you'd go down there.
Or Mingles, you know?
Yeah.
The little basement. Don't walk into Mingles.
Indeed.
Sunday.
Night moves.
So, do you remember when myself and the top of the world used to do Rumours Wine Bar in Brixton?
On the corner.
On the corner.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So how was you there?
Yeah.
And I don't remember your boat race from then.
I remember.
Yeah. So before the whole spread last thing
Yeah,
did.
that was boom.
Opposite the police station.
Yeah, opposite the police station.
Yeah.
So I used to do propaganda. 'Cause I used to do the UK garage thing, right?
Yeah.
You do propaganda, and then come down for propaganda and get dropped down and go to Rumours, and we used to have sound clashes inside of Rumours Wine Bar. Myself and Top of the World.
And you know what? When I think about it, right? When you think about it back in days, so that was then, right? But you know that venue hasn't since they came out of that venue.
They weren't the same, right?
I don't know. It's open for maybe a couple months and locked down again, but nothing has ever gone back into that venue.
No.
Like that was an event.
Yeah,
yo,
we
on a
ran
Sunday.
that. We ran that every Sunday for a whole summer.
And that was directly opposite the police station, so you know that was proper things.
Yeah, it was great.
Here's one for you. Le Prison.
Le Prison.
No what?
Stoke Newton High
Stoke
Street.
Newton, yeah.
Like it ends that you didn't go to, bro.
Don't know.
And then there was Cotton Club.
Where?
I've heard of Cotton Club, but I
Yeah,
can't
there was a
remember.
Cotton Club. That was down in Stokey as well.
None of my
a little shubeen place you go down.
Well, that was 80s though.
What's yeah,
it was
80s.
80s.
I guess.
Cotton Club.
That's well before that come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
All right. There's another one. Kingston High Road, and you got to go downstairs.
Visions.
Banqueting suite.
Visions banqueting suite.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that used to.
And it's still going up to now.
I
Death
believe
trap,
so.
boy.
But
It's a death trap.
Yeah.
Trap.
You know this.
One
That
way
place
in,
was
one way out.
Anyone used to go? This might be 80s as well. To Waterden Road roller skating place.
Oh, you took
Roller Express.
Road Express.
Roller Express.
That was the.
No, but
but there's another place
in Forest Gate called the Uppercut.
Uppercut
in Forest Gate.
Stadium. There you go.
Yeah.
Roller Express was on the North
Yeah.
Circular, wasn't it?
There
Roller
you
Express
go.
was the North Circular.
I remember Road Express.
Yeah.
Roller Express. Yeah.
Yep.
Uppercut. They used to have the wickedest hip hop events there. That's
Was
why
that an event or was a roller skating place?
it was a roller skating place, right? But
I
they used to
must
have
have gone there, but I don't remember
but they used to have events there, right? And that's the first time I met Jason from Son of Noise, and he was a bad boy dancing back in the day.
Can't hear ya.
Oh, you're talking about where TC Force used. No, it was where it was over the flyover.
Yeah.
And it was what's his name? Used to have his TC Force used to have his Rare Groove
Yes.
parties there.
What was the name of it?
Yeah.
Is that the one that
Bromley
bowl
Bar-
that
Bowl, yeah.
leads towards Stratford?
Yeah, so where the flyover is, there's a club right there.
Yeah,
the green man or something like that.
No, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that
It
place.
wasn't that.
Green though, innit?
It was green, yeah, but it wasn't. It wasn't.
It's called weed.
Because I got I got chopped by the chick from EastEnders. Chopped by the chick from EastEnders in there.
Oh wow.
The black chick.
Type
Black
of thing.
chick. What's her name? Michelle, whatever her name is.
Michelle Gale.
Michelle Gill.
What? What's your
It's
honorary mention there?
Oh, on that note, we have.
Let me drop one more.
Oh, go on, one more.
A club called Sheraton.
Sheraton
in Wolverhampton. Yeah.
That's some big people's name.
Long history of putting on great events in Wolverhampton.
All right.
It's no longer exists, sadly, but it was almost iconic.
So
it was really good.
We've invoked some serious.
Oh,
hold on. DJ Yella, big up DJ Yella. Bentleys.
Yes.
Bentleys. Here's one for ya. Bentleys.
Was Bentley's 90s though? No, it was. Yes,
It was 90s.
Yes, it was
Yeah,
90s.
Bentley's was 90s.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
90s. Never went there.
Jarzino,
Yes.
what about your favourite place you used to go to?
My favourite place was
Shady Grove.
It's too shut
Shady
your
Grove.
mouth. I never went Shady Grove.
Yeah,
Right?
Shady Grove, bro.
I never went.
The only club in Tottenham.
Yeah.
It wasn't a pub. It was the only club in Tottenham.
No, the two clubs that I was synonymous of going to was Pier 1 and Maxims. That was it.
Oh
for me.
yeah, Maxims.
Yeah.
Maxims.
Did you ever go to Rosina's on Rosina
Yes,
Street?
I did go Rosina's.
man.
Yeah.
It's a DJ there
one
as
of
well.
What's the
And
other one?
when Rosina's changed, they started doing Jungle Roast down there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That was fire.
I used to do an event with Jason James. Do you know Jason James?
No.
Jason James is in SL2.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
is it?
Yeah, he's in SL2.
Oh, okay.
They used to do a hip hop night with
Yeah.
a live band. That's
Okay.
the first time I ever saw it got done.
Wow.
Hey.
And Gary used to organise it. With Jason
Gary,
James.
man.
Yeah, Gary, man. Used to organise it with Jason James.
Okay. So we've invoked some memories tonight. And
Whoa. Sorry.
here we go.
I'm going to do
Go
my
on,
famous
Jamal.
cutting in. Sorry.
Yeah.
Earlier when I mentioned Beverly Knight, right?
Yeah.
I just want to say salute to Beverly Knight because I don't know her, but first time I kind of met her was when I used to get the studio audiences in for Trevor Nelson.
Yeah.
Back in the days. So there was me,
Big Ed.
Deborah, Chrissy, Ebon. What year? Oh Christ. That's when he used to do Trevor Nelson, like whatever it's called, that TV show he used to do.
95.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
About 95.
So yeah, me and the ladies then, right?
Yeah.
We used to get the studio audiences in, and so we had people from all over the world, all these actors, but one of the best acts,
Yeah.
in fact, for me, the best act,
Yeah.
was Beverly Knight. Because when that lady came out and she sung, Jesus, like, you had the mic. So as I'm sitting there now, this is the mic to my thing, right?
Yeah.
They literally had to take the mic away from her,
Jeez.
right? And when she sung, the whole room, I don't
Bro.
care where you was in that room, got licked with sound.
Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about Beverly Knight. Right, first time I heard Beverly Knight sing was in the same club I just mentioned, Sheraton's. Right,
yeah.
and we used to go youth club together. Me and Bev and all the crew used to get youth club together, Culture Centre in Wolverhampton, and Sheraton's was just across the dual carriageway. So we'd leave youth club and go Sheraton's.
Yeah.
Bev came over one night and we were sitting on the stage, right, just listening tune, and there was a song playing. I think it was maybe a Lita Adams tune or something like that, and Bev just started singing next to me, just as you do. You hear a tune playing in the club when you just start singing.
Yeah.
And she was singing next to me, and I turned to her and looked at her like this because I could not believe what I was hearing. She was singing, and I can't remember if it was a Lita Adams. No disrespect to whoever was on the track, but she was singing the tune next to me better than the record that we were hearing. And I looked at her like this, and I thought, what the hell is going on here?
Yep.
And that was the moment that I knew this girl was going to be something different.
Proper talent.
Her voice was ridiculous.
So can I share my Beverly Night story?
Share your Beverly Night story.
Right, just keep it PC, bruv.
Yeah,
I'm keeping it PC.
She's married
bro.
now.
I
As
know
far as I
that.
know, she's happy.
Talk the ting, man. Talk the ting. Talk the ting.
So my experience with Beverly Night is a little bit different, right? So
PC.
At the time, I was in Full Swing.
Oh, jeez, that's a name.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I was in Full Swing. So Full Swing was a group. My ex-wife was the lead singer. Right?
Okay.
And it was when Choice FM first kind of started out. They used to do something called Battle of the Bands, right? Beverly hooked up with Neville and those guys from 2B3.
Okay.
And they did Flavor of the Old School, right? We had won Battle of the Bands 6 weeks in a row, right, with our track. Beverly comes swooping in, right? And like, boom, we got knocked off. I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
She's not even from London, she's from Wolves. What the hell, right? So it then became this rivalry because
There's that thing again. You're not even from London.
Yeah,
You're from
yeah,
who are
yeah,
you?
yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah,
And you see, Wolverhampton people come, you get down
the
But the interesting thing was, and I can precursor that and say she had London producers, but that's not the point.
mate, that voice didn't come from London.
Right,
Yeah?
anyway, so Flavor of the Old School was a good track.
Yeah.
Right? And it became this rivalry because the producer used to produce 720 used to produce Full Swing, and Neville, 2B3 Productions, lived opposite each other.
Okay.
So we then started going track for track. Like they'll release a track, we release a track. They release a track, we release a track.
Yeah.
And it became this rivalry between Full Swing and Beverly Knight and the 2B3 crew. Ultimately, we lost out, right? Because the wife got pregnant, and that was the end of that, right? But it was amazing to hear her sing because my ex-wife's voice was good, right? She had the more the Melissa Morgan voice, but we heard Beverly sing, and like what she did on Flavor of the Old School was not an indication of her capabilities.
Right. No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all.
Close.
You're right.
So when we actually saw them live, and she just sang some a cappella, my ex-wife was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know her voice was like that.
Yeah. She'll kill a tune for joke.
Yeah.
She'll kill a song for joke.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I know I might be talking record politics here, but that's why I think with a lot of record labels, they were scared of her because she would mash up any and whether it's I don't know because I don't know her, I don't know her personality and so on. But what I will say, if her personality was anything like her voice, she was strong.
She's a personality. I can show you as someone who we grew up together. Yeah, we went youth club together and the whole we grew up together. So her personality is just as beautiful as her voice. Yeah, so she's not someone who has an ego or anything like that.
Since we're talking about,
in fact, I did a show with her just last year.
There we go.
I did a show with her. So
wicked.
To this day, she's still just as humble, just as beautiful, and as giving as she ever was.
Yeah, she's
and
a
from
proper
that day I heard her voice, every time I saw her about time, I would say to her, "Listen, one day, the right person is going to hear your voice, is going to hear your mouth, and it's just going to be all over." And that's exactly what happened.
Okay. I personally don't think she got the credit that she was due.
At the time.
At the time.
No, but she's at MBE, right, bro?
Yeah, she is now, but it did take a while.
It took a while.
And it's probably because of that same thing. She's not from a big city or whatever.
Could well be.
But the talent was undeniably there.
She got knighted by the Queen or lady.
Oh really?
Yeah, man. She's
for real.
Yeah, man. I saw her in Toronto 2 years ago.
I didn't know that.
She did the Bodyguard. She was doing the Bodyguard North America tour.
That's right.
Oh yeah. I was about to say because she's doing that tour thing. No, salute her, man.
No, we're about to run out. We ain't even got time to talk about man like Goldie from Wolverhampton and people like that.
Yeah,
don't forget your big up. If Croc ain't gonna do it, I'm gonna do the intro for Croc. Right.
Go on.
About his gig. He's got a gig on Friday down at the Ritzy Cinema in Brixton from what time to what time?
8 till 2.
8 till 2.
Talk the thing.
One Nation's Remix Friday. First
Remix!
Friday. Call it that because I'm kind of getting a reputation for these remixes. So,
Yeah, proper.
And we change it from Sunday to Friday.
I said.
That's the anthem now. That's the anthem now. That's the anthem now.
Yeah.
So
this Friday we have DJ Marvelous as guest DJ. Phenomenal
Bad
DJ.
DJ.
Phenomenal
Bad
DJ.
Big up Marvelous.
She's like the people's favorite. You know,
Yeah,
if I don't have Marvelous on for too long, people start pressuring me saying, "Yo, where's Marvelous? Where's Marvelous?" So she's back this Friday. Breeze was gonna be performing this Friday, but we've had to reschedule him to next month. So we got a young MC by the name of YD. Refreshingly nice to hear a young man spit positive lyrics.
There you go.
You know, so that's going to be real nice. And then the theme is Carnival. For anybody who missed Carnival, who wants to continue that vibe,
okay,
that's on Friday as well, 8 till 2 o'clock. Tickets are on your Fiverr on Eventbrite, and more on the door. Like Jamal says, we go from 8 p.m. till 2 o'clock in the morning.
Can we see it online anywhere? Can we find out more
Yeah,
information?
everything is One Nation UAG. Twitter, Insta, Facebook, everything is all the same, so it's very easy to find. One Nation UAG for Under a Groove.
You did any games on the night?
Yeah, man, we've got even more games. People are sending more games to us that they want to do.
Yeah.
People want to do Name That Tune, Name That Show. We're still doing Head's Eye. We're still doing Play Your Hand Good, which is the same as Play Your Cards Right, but we call it Play Your Hand Good.
Play Your Hand
The
Good.
prizes that we give out, everything's going to have a carnival theme. So the questions, the games will all have a carnival theme. The prizes we give out will have a carnival theme.
Yes.
The last one was Jamaican Independence, so the prizes were like a bottle of Red Nephew and a bottle of, what you call it? The other rum.
Jam Kabati.
No,
I don't drink. So I don't know.
What do you mean?
So it basically it's a theme. It's a theme.
man.
So all the gifts will have a theme.
So,
as well.
so get down there. Remix Fridays, One Nation,
One
Under
Nation.
a Groove.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, get your tickets. You was gonna say?
I was going to say melanair.
I'm coming to you.
Big
talk the thing. Jamal,
I got some more gums. I got some more gums. I need you to hook up.
Jamal, tell us where we can find you online.
Well, if you want me as Jamal, then you can go to Denim Recon London.
Yeah.
And that's on Instagram, on Twitter. Let's say that, just go for the Instagram.
Yeah.
And even on Etsy. If you want melanair, it's melanair.co.uk. I repeat, melanair.co.uk. I repeat, melanair.co.uk. And that's on Instagram.
How do you spell that?
Oh, Lord.
How do you spell that? Because I'm like, what, millionaire?
We'll post
millionaire.
it.
We'll post it.
Millionaire?
We'll post it.
We'll post it. We'll post it up. No worries. We'll post it up.
You know, we didn't get a chance to talk about. We were talking about it earlier, right?
Yeah.
About British singers and songwriters.
Yep.
They got their tunes robbed
Next
by the
week.
US.
Next week. Make sure you log in next week, same time, same place. We are going to be talking the ting.
Is the camera on?
The camera is most definitely on. There you go. Melanair. Okay.
Spell it out for people who ain't seen the camera.
MELANINIAIRE. Melanair.
I remember.
All right.
Melanair it's not no fashion thing. It's literally a representation of who you are and what you're about. It's a word that speaks volumes without shouting, without having to go on like your gully or going out with any ignorance. It's a word that represents your pride. It's a word that represents your culture. It's a word that represents, you know what I mean? So that the fact that who we are, we're rich in culture, we're rich in genetic. We are the richest.
Who are we?
Genetics.
Who are we?
Talk the ting.
You mean
Who are we?
We are the original, man.
Yeah, we're the original, man. So, but you caught me off guard. All right, and it means and how you know our brand, the Melanair, basically it says it on the chest and it says it on your back. When you turn around, it's double print. There ain't no. You mean like we're about this? You know what I'm saying? And again, I say to people, Melanair is not a fashion thing. It's a proper lifestyle statement. You know what I'm saying? Those that know. Those that don't know will get it when they see it.
Blessed. Good night, everybody.
Love, peace, and
thank you for another.
You got 30 seconds.
Thank you for another edition.
You got 30 seconds, bro.
No, we ain't got 30 seconds.
Why don't we have 30 seconds?
Say your goodbyes. We're going to be here next week. Talk
Goodbye
the ting.
from him and goodbye from him. Goodbye.
And
Good
goodbye
night.
from him as well. See you Friday. Man, cut us off at 44 seconds.
That's what I said. Cut us.